Why do they keep destroying this place? No, don't die. Oh, wait, that's it. Is she dead? Create a tornado. Do something. Do that. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Ben, and today I'll be reacting to The Legend of Korra Season 3, Episodes 12 and 13, as I have been told that the final is basically a part 1 and 2, so I figured I'd just treat them as one episode. Now, I'm very excited to just get into this final and see where the story finally does end up, because Zahir has been such an incredible villain. I love that he's basically this religious zealot who's so extreme in what he wants the world to be, and it basically makes the perfect challenge for Korra, who's trying to decide what the Avatar's role in this new world should be. Zahir has basically got an answer and he's trying to do it, and Korra doesn't want that to happen. So if anything, Zahir's kind of answering that question for her, because she just knows she doesn't want Zahir to be able to do what he wants to do. Yeah, in the last episode we basically just got the new Air Nation beat up by the villains, and yep, they are incredibly powerful. I feel so bad for Tenzin. I just want him to be happy at this point. Like, can he just retire? We know Genoa's basically going to become the new leader of the Air Nation. That's a given. Can he just retire and just relax and just live a happy life already? But yeah, I'm assuming this one's going to start off with just Korra and the rest of them getting to the Air Temple to try and kick Zahir's butt. But of course he's got the rest of the Air Nation held hostage, so it all comes down to what Korra's decision is going to be. She can't use the knowledge of the previous Avatar, so she has to make the decision herself. Does she choose to fight, or does she choose to surrender herself to Zahir so that everyone else can go free? Or is she going to think of a third Korra type option? Because I think the most Korra option would be to just straight up fight and just punch Zahir in the face. It would seem almost development for her to be self-sacrificial in this sense and give herself up, because we know that's a big thing for her. She doesn't like not being in control. Happened with Aman with the blood bending. Zahir managed to knock her out of the fight when they first met, so she couldn't actually defend herself. Now it seems like it could be happening again, where she has to surrender herself to Zahir to try and protect the safety of others. I think I'm just very excited to see how Korra can finally defeat these guys, because it still seems rather impossible. These villains are so insane individually, and then together they're basically an evil version of the Avatar gang. Their bending styles are phenomenal, and of course Korra has the power level. She has the power, but again, it's the numbers that's the issue here. She'd probably be able to take them one-on-one, but together they are just a force of nature. So I'm very looking forward to just seeing how the first crack can start to form that Korra can then try and use to get her victory. But yeah, as always, if you do enjoy this video, please remember to like and subscribe, as it really does help the channel to grow. And if you do enjoy my content and you want to help support the channel, I do have a Patreon, the link will be in the description. Over there I'm uploading these videos and the full reaction a week in advance, so if that's something you're interested in, feel free to check it out. But with that said, let's just dive on in.
I say we make our approach from the west, drop down from the airship on cables, ambush these Red Lotus lowlifes before they know what hit them.
So choosing to fight.
That combustion lady will pick us off one by...
And here's Korra realising that she has to do something different. I like how none of them are considering giving up Korra. It's nice to see that sort of loyalty.
I'll disguise myself as a lost hiker, and once I'm in the temple, I'll distract the Red Lotus with my bird.
They've seen you. They've seen your face, Bolin. I love you, but they've seen your face. You're like the most memorable one of the group.
Bird calls? Really? Well, I haven't noticed you offering any suggestions.
The second Zahir realizes we're up to something, he'll wipe out the airbender.
Yeah, you know what you gotta do.
Is one of those airbenders. Believe me, I understand what's at stake.
Just do even in armor. That's awesome.
The only plan that will work is for me to give myself up.
What? Korra, no.
We'll figure out another one.
She has to.
Looked it over with Lord Zuko, and I've given it a lot of thought. I have to do this.
In this situation, she has to basically declare that she's not their friend, she's not their daughter, she is the Avatar.
Help me save the airbenders. Then you can worry about saving me.
Excellent. Okay, I love this. This is more development as well. She's not so certain that she has to do everything herself. She's letting herself be put in danger and putting her trust in others to save her. The Avatar doesn't have to do everything. People can help save the Avatar.
You release the airbenders, and then I'll turn myself over.
And take away the only leverage I have?
I think you can trust him. I think you can trust him. It'll be a handoff. I think he is a man of his word. He doesn't really lie.
And Papa's not here to comfort me. I hope he and Naga are doing okay back in Zaofu.
They are just completely fine.
No, not Mako's scarf.
Oh, that was... Oh, no.
Very disappointed in you two.
Okay, I love it if this final is quite serious, but it keeps flashing back to that as the funny bit to balance it out.
He told me to come to the top of Lahima's Peak at noon. Alone.
Lahima's Peak. That's the guru that Zahir keeps referencing.
Zahir doesn't know how many of us there are, so we have the numbers advantage.
That's really the only advantage you have.
Take the airship up to the temple. My metal benders, Tanrak, Lin, and I will get into position below Lahima's Peak.
Okay, so you're letting it play a little risky.
Enter the void, empty, and become wind. Empty, and become wind.
I mean, he is a full-on hypocrite. He fully, it's idolatry. He's fully worshipping Guru Lahima. It's not disattachment. He's very much attached to this figure.
Not one day went by in that prison when I didn't think of you.
Oh, finally getting more on this thing.
I knew you'd find a way to get me out, just like you saved me from becoming that warlord's killing machine when I was a girl.
Ooh. Okay, pass on her. She was gonna be a killing machine for a warlord?
We'll show the entire world what it means. No more prisons. No more running.
They truly just want freedom, like in all of its forms. I really do love that couple. They work so well. Yeah, his obsession with Guru Lahima is really interesting. Like, where did he get that from? Was it the only thing he was allowed to, like, look at in prison? I'm surprised he doesn't look at other airbender gurus and learn from them, but it's always only Guru Lahima. Yes, good. Friends. No awkwardness. Excellent. Good. You're just a good little friend group. Thank you. No more relationship drama, please. I mean, there's a good chance that he's been watching you. Is he going to see the metal benders that she's with?
The risk you're taking to save the Air Nation will be remembered for generations.
I love you, Dad.
I love you too.
I also like they fixed this relationship from season 2. It's just good. The dad is actually trusting her to go do this.
Watch out for Zahir. He's not very fond of world leaders.
I can handle him.
That's a good point, yeah. He's here and then he's here. If he gets his chance, he would very likely just kill Tanrak.
Must have been some fight.
Why do they keep destroying this place? It's so annoying. Can it just be? Why can't it just stay intact? They made it so beautiful as well. Yeah. Okay, so I'm assuming this is where they're going to hand over the Air Nation. So Korra's meeting is here. Or these lot get the Airbenders.
You want the airbenders or not?
I think they would keep their word. I don't think they'd just turn around and kill these guys. Of course, there's going to be tense until Zahir basically gives the word that, okay, yep, you can hand them over. We've got Korra.
Drop your staff and surrender yourself.
You're going to have to play along. But then again, you could fight your way out of that scenario. What did they do to Tenzin? Why is he on the floor? Really? And everyone is tied up and can't speak. Where's Ming-Hua?
Is on to let the airbenders go.
Not until you turn yourself over. This isn't a negotiation.
That's a hidden plea. We've seen Guzan. Where's Ming-Hua?
Wipe them out.
What?
I'm coming.
Okay.
Stand down.
We still don't know what they want to do with Korra. But then again, it's just 2 of them here. I think Korra could handle this, but I don't know where Ming-Hua is. She's kind of like that toughest one.
And don't bother trying to metal bend out of these. They're platinum.
Ugh, great. Okay, they figured that bit out. So they're taking care of the metal bending side of things.
We have her.
Okay, letting them go. Relieved
It's
or...
okay, Tenzin.
Music's getting tense. There she is! That's horrifying! Why? So it's a trap. Why? So you're not going to keep your word? Why? Is it because Tenzin is a world leader?
We had a deal.
Oh, you can still bend. Thank you. Why? Why wouldn't they keep their word? Why? So why do they want the Air Nation still? Are they still just intent on just wiping them out? What did they do? Just scatter them if that's what your plan is. It's just hypocritical of Zahir. Wiping out these people that have done nothing wrong. It's impressive to see her still bending, like, chained up like that. But of course, that's inevitable. She's not at her fullest strength yet. You have backup, good, but you still have the combustion bender to deal with.
I'll deal with them.
There's a lot of them. I'm confident. I feel this feels good. They're split up. This feels good. They have battling. They have battling. They have battling. They're not going to fall off the mountain. And plus, it's Lin. Nothing really can stop Lin. Actually, it's both sisters working together. They're a force to be reckoned with. I don't think Plee can stop them. But then you get this situation. No one's getting to her right now. How can you... It's the dad. It's Tanrak. For a second, I thought that was Ming-Hua. Ice, you can shatter the platinum. Shatter the platinum. Good. Platinum. Okay, that's going.
Nowhere to go, Zahir.
Interesting. I would have preferred you get on that and leave. And then you got these 2. Can Bolin and Mako take down these 2? They already fought them before in Misty Palms, and that didn't go well.
Where are the airbenders?
Don't know. Zahir moved them out of the temple.
Where'd they go then? We still have Kaya, Boomy, and Kai somewhere. They can hopefully find them. Leaving. They're destroying the temple. Gotta be kidding me. They're destroying the entire temple!
We have to get back to the airship!
Not gonna happen, the exit's blocked!
You have earth bending. You can bend what earth is left. Make a path. Or just block it off for the time being. Make a tunnel, do a Toph, do something. I wish one of you had Toph's ability. She could just tunnel her way out of this.
But I think I know another way out.
Where?
Bolin, can you get us through that wall?
Of course you can, of course you can. Good tunneling, good. And yeah. They just destroyed the air temple. Is that it destroyed? At least part of it is. I'm hoping not all of it is. You can maybe rebuild that. Get a couple earthbenders. Maybe they can rebuild it. This bit's still intact. But it's not going to stay intact. Great.
Through there.
Gotta be kidding. This place was fixed. Downhill with lava? That doesn't seem like a good idea. Keep blocking it off behind you. It's not doing it. And the light's growing.
Is it just me? Or is it, getting really warm?
Block it off behind you! That's why you shouldn't go downhill!
This is not good.
Keep going, please. Just
let's move it, people!
keep blocking it off behind you. Keep making that wall thicker. Fleet is still just a force to be reckoned with, though. I feel confident in Lin and Sue. I'm not going to doubt them. Again, it's Zahir and Tanrock. He could he could go for the kill. That's what I don't want to see happening. You froze the vine. That could have shattered the... Minghua did it for Please sort of prison. She froze the door and then it sort of broke open. Why can't that be done with platinum? Agile. Love the animation, but no, don't die.
Say hello to the Earth Queen for me.
Oh no, don't dare. I ain't believing death yet. We've had 3 other characters get thrown off cliffs. He ain't dead unless we see it.
I'm gonna draw her fire. You take her out. Lin, no!
Take her out? You're actually gonna try and... it bends. You can't.
I love you.
Don't even think about trying to sacrifice yourself.
Third-eyed freak!
She's really going... She's actually putting her life on the line for her sister. Love that development, but please don't die. No one is left up there to sort of help Korra. Tanrock's been thrown off a mountain. Still alive. You haven't been thrown off yet. She's gonna go for the... She's gonna... Come on. Oh, wait!
Please!
You just have the smouldering left? That's it? Is she dead? She blew herself up with that? Wow! Things are happening. Okay, not gonna let me process. Please, dead. Okay, that scene was so fast. Okay, so Korra is still captured, but yep, Please, like, been blown up. Love how they did it. So, and yep, just straight on to try and protect Korra. Okay, so Please fully dead. Okay, relationship over.
Let go your earthly tether.
Release the avatar.
Okay, he's
Enter the void.
going into the poetry. Great.
Empty and become wind.
Become wind.
No, stop!
What's the plan there? Oh no.
Did he just fly?
Yeah, he's flying.
He doesn't need a ride.
He's flying. He can fly now. Okay, so the love of his life is dead, and and you can see the air temple. And he's just going without the blimp. And where's he going? And he can fly. He can fly. He can fly. Still got this going on. Well, how much has happened just now? Please got blown up. Love how that happened. Zahir can now fly because I guess his attachment is dead. So that's how he becomes the void or enter the void. Is good. That's what Guru Lahima. So that's why he's so obsessed with Guru Lahima. It gave him the ability to fly because I think that Guru was able to do it. Block it off. Block it. What the? What? You can... How much is happening? He can bend the magma?
You're a lava bender. I know. I just found out.
Oh, great. That's why... Metal bending. That's why it's... Oh, how... That was so obvious. How'd I miss that? Guzan... Kaiser. Okay, so much. Guzan couldn't metal bend. Bolin couldn't metal bend because they are lava benders. It's genetic. Don't look back. Don't show me it. Nope, the whole thing's destroyed. I don't want to see that. Thankfully, you have 3 other temples around the world. Really, just cut away. That went on for so long and just sort of crumbled to nothing.
I owe you my life. Thank you, Captain.
You can call me Kuvira.
Okay, that was a lingering shot. Weird. Kuvira. Is she important? Okay. Regroup. You can salvage this, maybe. I can't. One member's down on both sides, but Zahir can fly. Alright, they got new skills. Zahir can fly, Bolin can lava bend. Things seem even.
Of course, we never would have made it back without Kai.
Glad I could help.
Where's Kaya and Boomy? Where's the rest of the airbenders?
Apparently, he can fly now.
What?
How?
Tenzin, come on, process what Guru, maybe you can think. Maybe Tenzin can realize what Guru Zahir's obsessed with and can sort of navigate that.
I have an idea.
Not right now, kid. We need to figure out where Zahir took Korra.
Listen to the kid, he's probably been watching.
That's what I've been trying to tell you. I know where the airbenders are, and I bet it's where Korra is too.
They'll be in the same location.
I followed it to some caves a few miles from here. That giant lady met up with some people who took the airbenders into the caves.
Excellent.
There were 4 more of them. Didn't look familiar.
What?
Must be more Red Lotus members than we thought.
Great.
So I came back here, hoping you guys would show up.
We need to get to those caves.
So they got more members. Are they all going to have weird bending? Because, of course, I weigh with Truth Seer, so maybe it's weird in that way. Maybe it's not combat weird. Okay, things are good. Where's Kaya and Boomy? There's so much has happened.
I'm glad to see you too, old friend.
Yeah, don't ditch again. Don't ditch him again.
I want to come with you.
No, Kuvira. Stay with the injured. We'll be back for you once we have the Avatar.
Kuvira is important. There's a lot of emphasis on this character that's shown up in like the last, I think she was in the I Wait episode.
Sorry for ever giving you a hard time.
That's okay. I probably deserved it.
Yeah, you kinda did.
Development. He's getting better. Love this. This episode was nuts. Flea died. You have Korra being captured. Are we gonna see where... that is just nuts. He's floating and meditating. He's bending the air inside himself, isn't he? He's become the void. He's able to bend the air inside himself to levitate.
Wasn't sure I could. Only one other airbender in history had the ability.
Don't call yourself an airbender. I don't like that he calls himself an airbender. No.
I am no longer bound to this earth by worldly desires.
Please.
I have entered the void.
Insane.
Where's Pali?
She sacrificed her life for our cause.
Fun way to put it. She got blown up. She didn't willingly die. She didn't sacrifice herself. Where is this? That's the Red Lotus, okay. Green crystals, that just reminds me of the Earth Kingdom, the underneath bit. What's the plan here?
You killed my father!
Forgot he was thrown off. He's not dead. He's fine.
I understand your grief. I also lost someone I loved today.
No, you're very much, like, disattached. You don't care.
Poison.
Poison, okay, new people. Poison? What are you trying to do to her? That's poison. What are you doing to her? This could have gone a lot better. And, okay, ending straight into the next episode, because that is nuts. Yeah, quickly, let me just process what happened. A lot. Please dead. You have Korra being captured, so both sides lost someone. Tonrock, I don't believe is dead. He's probably landed in the same place Kaya and Boomy did. They're going to come back, because people getting thrown off the mountain does not mean death. You have both sides learning a new technique. Bolin got lava bending. I've got to start calling it lava bending. It's not magma, lava bending. And then you have Zahir learning how to fly. So he's just getting more and more powerful. Does this mean that if Tenzin and him had another rematch, does that mean he'd technically win now because he has that ability? Would that make him an airbending master because he has that skill, because it's so rare and new? Why does he get to have it? Why can't Tenzin get to fly? That's just true unattached, being disattached from everything because his love of his life died. But I think he's still attached. He's worshipping, basically, Guru Lahima. That he worships that person. How is that disattachment? Maybe he's disattached now that he's gained the ability, but still, yeah. I want him to fail. I want to see him fail. Now, just trying to think, going into the next one, what is his plan for Korra? So, just going, yeah, so you've got the good people, they know where he is, they can come and like storm this weird cave. He's got other members who can bend whatever that thing was. It looked shiny. It said a poison, but it looked metallic. Is it metal bending or water bending? Yeah, he's going to poison Korra. He doesn't like world leaders. I'm guessing he wants to just eliminate the Avatar. I'm guessing that's what it is. He hates world leaders. He wants to get rid of them. He's tried to kidnap her before, but he wanted to shape her into something else. But now that that isn't the case, maybe he wants to take out the Avatar completely. But to do that, you need to actually take her out in the Avatar state. That's not something this show's done yet. They hasn't mentioned it. Of course, back in Avatar, you knew if Aang died in the Avatar state, that would be it. You had the Azula thing. Is that what this is bringing up here? He wants to poison her, and maybe that will do something, but then he needs her in the Avatar state to then try and kill her. And that will just end the Avatar cycle. Is that what he wants to do? Eliminating all world leaders, including the Avatar itself in its entirety. Yeah, only one way to find out. Let's just get into the next episode.
When I get out of here, none of you will survive!
You won't get out unless the Metal Clan taught you a way to bend platinum.
I wish that was something. Why can't someone bend platinum?
forcing you into the Avatar state in an effort to keep you alive.
Okay, so that's the plan.
Sadly for you, you'll be entering it for the last time.
He wants to kill her in the Avatar state. He wants to eliminate the Avatar. Got it.
When we dispatch you in the Avatar state, the cycle will end.
And all the world leaders will be dead. Or at least the main one here.
Are witnessing the beginning of an era of true freedom.
No, chaos.
Where a man's only allegiance is to himself.
That's not a good way to live.
Those he loves.
And those he loves? That's order. Those he loves is natural order.
Your name will echo throughout history. Korra, the last Avatar.
That's a nuts! Stop! Oh, do you know what? Thank you. Oh, something good. There's so many characters like being played around with at the minute. I'm struggling to keep up. You got Boomy, Kaya, and I guess Tanwok, who are just thrown off a cliff. Airbenders locked up. Tenzin and the rest on their way. Bolin getting lava bending. Tahir getting flying.
Might not make it that long.
No, they got captured. You gotta be kidding. So what happened? So Tanwok could be dead.
I think we're gonna have to do this on our own.
You need to get Kaya woken up, and maybe she can use sweat bending or something like her mother did, and use that to heal people. What is that? That's poison? That's a weird way to look at poison. I don't like this. Don't let. Oh no. Okay, no. Okay, no, it's happening. What is that? It goes through skin. Is it mercury? Ah! This is mercury. That's mercury. Is it mercury poisoning? Is that what they're trying to do? Don't do it. How strong can she be to not go into the Avatar state and let herself die, essentially? Is this happening? How can you get out of this? Don't go into the... You can't let yourself go into it. You basically can't. You've got to shut yourself out of it. Can you turn it off?
Why isn't she staying in the Avatar state?
Give it time. She can't resist for long.
It'd be sad, but it would be an incredible feat if she basically dies without turning into the Avatar state, sacrificing herself in the process. Don't think it's going to happen, but just thinking that would be an incredible show of strength. It's really shocking that all the Air Nation got wiped out when they have all these little things everywhere. I'm surprised that some didn't go here during the attack.
Don't worry. I'm not coming out without our children and the rest of your people.
Love her. Yay. And yeah, let Tenzin rest. Stay put. Try and be happy. It'd be difficult, but just try and be happy.
It's working.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Told you, Korra.
Right there.
The world doesn't need you anymore.
Aman? She's... Okay, no. The poison's affecting her.
The time of the Avatar is over, Korra. Give up.
How do you prove that the world still needs the Avatar? What's that going to turn into? Bartu.
You're too weak, and I'm stronger than ever.
Really?
Let go.
Okay, so...
Let go. Let go.
This is unnerving. Don't fight. Where's Rava? Can that talk to you too? Can that do something? If she gets Rava out of her and just sends it to someone else, could that do something?
Could we just have some water? There are children and a baby here.
Kaya. They just forget that Kaya's a waterbender. She's playing just... Oh. Is Kaya just pretending to be unconscious?
Oh, so you just called me over to attack me? Fine. Now nobody gets any water.
Okay, but they got keys.
Hey! What do you think you're doing?
Where'd that come? Oh, they're here. Thank you. Good. And it's just two of them. Asami, yay! Thank you for giving her something. Love her. Keep giving her more fight scenes like that. Asami, I think, would be the best person to take down Plea. Water, electricity, and is connected to where her arms would be. It's the best idea. I want to see it happen. Not Plea, Minghua. Please dead.
You're alive! I can't believe it!
Feeling happier, but Korra is dying, so...
Don't you know it takes more than that to get rid of me?
I really like these two. But yeah, things are feeling happier. Mood is changing. Feeling hopeful, but what's the plan for Korra?
Feel great.
Go be with your brother.
You guys get everyone out of here. I'll search for Korra.
And he's alive. How did you survive? Did I miss when he lived? What? Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Keep fighting. No.
Now! Destroy the Avatar!
Come on, come on. People show up. People show up. People show up! The Avatar stick can still fight. And it's still incredibly powerful. Oh! Nice! Did you knock her out? Oh, nobody used an eruption. Roku could lava bend. I don't think that's an Avatar skill. It seems genetic, I think. And you broke the planet. Okay, awesome. Okay, is this going well? Can you save yourself here? Fly! You're still poisoned. Can the Avatar state cure her of the poison? Is that what it's doing? It's trying to protect her life. She's entered a state to just protect herself. Oh, come on, Minghua didn't get knocked out.
Korra!
She can't hear you right now. Can't she? Is she conscious? And he escaped! Okay, yeah, you can fly too.
You help Korra. We got this.
Okay, Bolin versus Guzan. Lava bending versus lava bending. Come on. Of course, Guzan has a far more experience. I want to see Asami take down Minghua. She's doing this while poisoned. Like, what's happening with the poison in her body? I'm assuming that the Avatar state isn't maybe bending it unconsciously and maybe keeping it away from, like, vital stuff. She's being tossed around. I need her to be conscious. This is nuts. This almost feels like Aang versus Ozai. With just, like, the movement and everything.
Daddy!
Tenzin, you better just sit there and watch. You do not get involved. I don't want you to die.
We have to help.
Did I just miss, like, when Tanwa got to, like, lived? He got thrown off and I thought that was the end of it. Did he just show up, like, with the rest of them? Okay, love that transition. Everyone's fighting. I need Asami to show up and just take down Minghua. That would be so satisfying. Still sticking with the Sticking with the earthbending. Okay. Oh, he got that from Bolin. No, he got that from Boomy.
What are you smiling about?
I was just remembering the last time we fought.
And come on.
Well, a lot has changed since then.
Yes. Would have been worth to surprise him with it, but that...
So that's how you got out of the temple. Not bad. Let's see what you got.
Impressed. I feel like Guzan could be a good guy. I kind of want him to be. He has a fun personality. It's more fun than the rest of them. He doesn't feel villainous, because like, he's actually, he's having fun fighting Bolin. I love this shot, just tracking both of them, flying through the sky and everything. He's basically the ultimate airbender. How do you hit someone this agile where they don't even have to bounce off any surface? They literally can just do whatever in the sky. Is Korra conscious here? I mean, she's the Avatar state. It's not like anyone else is there and home at the minute, because it's just her. I would assume it is her. Oh, she's taking the mountain with her. Basically, yeah. That works! Pick up something big enough and he can't avoid it. And then somehow he just manages to get out. Water. It feels like Aang and Ozai. Is she gonna start getting up all the elements all at once? He got his foot, that's good. No flying. Oh, come on, no, the Mercury. I'm gonna call it Mercury, I think it's Mercury. That's annoying, you had it. Plummet. Nope. And he has just full control over it. Does he need practice or anything? He just has full control. Is he like... Is he just... Oh, no. Okay, no, you're actually dying.
You can't fight me and the poison.
Okay, so it's one or the other. Oh, she does need help.
My bison to help her.
You'd never be able to keep up with Sahir.
Yeah, don't you
He's
dare.
too powerful.
We have to do something.
Genoa. I feel like Genoa could do it.
Powers of airbending that haven't existed for thousands of years.
There haven't been this many airbenders in one place for a long time.
You control the air, and he's like using the air to fly. Create a tornado! Do something! Do that! All of them could just create a massive storm that would make Zahir's flying impossible. I'm almost thinking, if he touches the ground again, does he lose the ability? I feel like to be so unattached and free from the... Has he just stayed flying? I can't remember if he touched the ground when he was like with Korra in the... Here. Oh. You failing? She's not gonna fail. She's gonna...
You have no water. It's over.
Not yet.
What does she got? What does she got? Oh, it's gonna be water down there. Don't, it's gonna... Why did you jump in? Oh, why?
It's over.
I love her so much, she's so terrifying! But of course I need Marco to live. Lightning! Her biggest weakness, thank you, yes. Is that her dead? She got fried. Did you? Knocked out maybe. Kind of wish Asami did it because she had one fight scene and I wanted to do more. But still, that's kind of the only way you can defeat her. Zap her. And 2 against 1. Yay. But is he going to get more angry thinking that you could have done something to the one he likes?
Give up, Kazan. You can't win.
I'm never going back to prison. If I'm going down today, you're coming with...
Okay, there's the villainous side. Shame. And he's just going to tear down the mountain. And just... Oh, great. Bolin, you got to do something big now.
Mako, hang
Oh, nice. So is Guzan just dying here? Does that mean the Red Lotus is crumbling? So is Ming what? Is she dead too? Is she going to be trapped in this? And now he's just toying with her. You need to create a storm. Please, airbenders, create a giant storm. While he's away flying or do whatever, then fight the poison. Don't... Tiny bit of airbending, I saw it. You cushioned the fall, but you're still just dying.
The poison has done its work. The Avatar cycle will be over momentarily.
Don't you dare. I think the Avatar cycle... Just think about it. The Avatar cycle could... Oh, he's doing the thing he did to the Earth Queen. If the Avatar cycle was to come to an end, I want it to happen when they like finish their job and do a store balance like Rava and Unalaq and all that and actually complete the mission. Not like this. Tornado. I was right. Yes! Create a massive storm that he can't bend around. She's dying right now. You can see the air bubble. How long is she going to be suffocating for? She's poisoned and being deprived of oxygen. This is amazing. Can this be what gives her the arrow? This is a skill, right? That's new. All airbenders working together. Breathing, alive, good. Don't you dare, don't you dare. Bigger, bigger. You can, yes. So he's got to bend the air inside of himself. He doesn't bear the end around him to fly. He bends the air inside of himself to be light. Can't do anything against this. You've lost, you've lost, you've lost. Unless he goes into the eye of it. If he goes into the eye of it, it's calm, right? He's lost, come on. All your friends are dead too. Don't let him miss. Yes. Would he die? Or prison? What would you do? On the ground again. Does that mean you lose the ability? I hope so. Poison! Get one of them outbenders. Do something. If it's Mercury or Kaya. Oh, I thought he was getting up. Thank you. He's done. He's done. He's captured. Only one left alive. Good. Thank you.
Korra, sweetheart. It's me.
She should be good, right? The glowing eyes are to fight the poison. Is she doing that? She's not dying right now. She's not fighting anyone. The Avatar state should be helping her, right? And he's alive. You're good. Unconscious. She's not dead. She's fighting the poison. She's not dead. I want him to be punched in the face.
You're too late. The poison's been in her system too long. The Red Lotus has won.
I hate you.
You can save her. The poison is metallic.
Thank you. Yes. Mercury, it's Mercury, come on. Yep, metal benders. You got this, you got this, you got this. Perfect people are here for it. And what a way to poison someone in this world. Actually shoving metal inside of them. Oh, this is cool. Because I guess it's the earth in the mercury. So wait, it's liquid mercury. So they can still, because the whole thing with the platinum is that they can't bend it because there's no earth in it. It's pure metal. Mercury has earth in it then? So it wasn't pure mercury. And you brought it out of mouth. That's cool. So you didn't just drink through the skin. That is disgusting and good. And no lights. And she good? She alive?
You're alive.
I'm here for you.
No glowing eyes. Alive. Still the Avatar. Excellent.
No! You don't understand. The revolution has already begun.
It's dead. And so are your friends.
The natural order of all.
You see what I did there? I put a sock in it.
Thank you, Bolin. Oh, this is so happy. This makes me so happy. It's so satisfying. Okay, that was a good way to end this. I need aftermath, though. They still have this place, so does that mean all the airbenders have to go here again?
There you go. All fixed up for a formal Avatar appearance.
Oh, and is she allowed back in the city?
It's great.
What's happened with your eyes? What? Are you still ill? What?
Nobody expects you to bounce back right away. It's only been 2 weeks.
She's incredibly injured. I granted took a lot out of her, but she's alive. Good.
But let's just try to enjoy this today for Janora.
New? Maybe? Master? Avo? I like that we're seeing the effects of the battle on her, that she's basically just has to recover. Because it was a lot. It's the master. It's got to be the master thing. Come on, give her the arrow. Where's Janora? Are we going to see? I doubt we're going to see like her get a tattoo. I'm assuming that's going to take a while.
You're looking stronger every day, Korra.
I'd like to officially welcome you back to Republic City.
Oh yeah, you better get on.
But I want to thank you for taking down those Red Lotus terrorists.
Okay. He's noticed his Poland's going down because he had no one else to blame anymore. What's going on with the vines in the city as well? Was that like it's still happening?
Hang in there, kid.
Okay, that's amazing. You can just make a ramp. I love this. I think I just love this world for how it works with disabilities. Toph, Minghua, and how they can just basically turn anything into a ramp or an elevator.
And even with Zahir locked up again, we still don't know how many Red Lotus members might be out there.
That's a good point.
With the world getting more and more dangerous, we need the Avatar now more than ever.
Ah, so we actually need her now. Good. So through Korra's fight, the world has actually realized that it does need her. Hood, do you have it?
Today, we welcome the first airbending master in a generation.
Amazing.
Thanks to her leadership, I see a very bright future for the Air Nation.
She's gonna lead it, and she's gonna be amazing at it.
She opened the portals, and somehow the world began anew for us.
She looks completely destroyed, even like zoomed out, the eyes. Like, so what is she recovering? I'm assuming the poison just did a huge number on her, but the poison's out, but it just wrecked her system. And now it just takes time to heal.
The Air Nation will reclaim its nomadic roots and roam the earth.
Good.
Working wherever there is corruption and discord to restore balance and peace.
They're gonna become mini avatars. Amazing. Thank you.
I vow that we will do everything in our power to follow in your footsteps and bring harmony to the world.
I love this. This is the best way to do the Air Nation. Have them go throughout the world, members throughout the world being like part of the Air Nation and stuff.
Who will help lead us
the arrow,
in our new path.
She has it. She looks like Aang. Oh, and yeah, it goes down their arms as well. She has it all. And they have a whole ceremony filled with airbending. I love this. That's got like the smoke as well. And this is airbending they can see because they're bending the smoke, right? From the candles. I love seeing that ceremony because, of course, that's something you'd never see for Aang. So it's nice to know that Aang would have gone through that as well. And he would have... And ending. Okay. That's a great way to end this season. Okay, these 2 episodes were absolutely amazing. I love the first one and just how it sets up the final and just how sort of both sides lose a lot. Zahir captures Korra, but he also loses Plea. Of course, that does then benefit him because he learns to fly. And then the Air Nation lose the Air Temple, like I guess for once and for all, which is really annoying. But it basically forces Bolin to learn lava bending, and that explains why he couldn't metal bend all this time. It's lava bending. And then like just watching the fight scene was done so well because I think if all of them, this was the best way it could have gone. If the villains were all together, there was no chance they were gonna win. They work too well as a team. Having them split up is the only opportunity the heroes can get to actually take them down. And I think the writers know that because they wrote these villains to be so incredible and so powerful in their styles that they have to be separated if there's any chance of victory. So having Guzon and Minghua be separate, like the scene with Minghua, just how she created those substitute air nomads was so creepy. I really love her. Shame, I think she's got to be dead. All of them are dead. Shame she's dead. Loved her and just love how many scenes she got and just being creepy. It was so awesome. She kind of turned into like a spider octopus at the end, with how she was controlling the water in the underground lake. I think I just love all the villains' personalities. They were all done incredibly well. Even though all of them weren't like the major villain, that was clearly Zahir. I love how much attention to detail and love were given to all of them. Guzon felt like he could have been kind of a good guy. He had a fun personality compared to the others. Minghua was sharp and creepy and just awesome in general, so it made it that creepy sort of aspect of the villain group. Plea was just powerful and kind of just nuts, but also she had the love aspect for Zahir. I love that we finally got a bit of her past, because that's all I wanted. That's all I wanted. Because all the others, we had something on them. Minghua had her like no arms thing, being able to bend. Guzon, we got that little talk with Bolin. Plea, we finally got something, and then we get a bit of traumatic past where she was going to be a killing machine for a warlord. I want info on that. What warlord existed where they were going to use combustion bending? I know that the form is basically created through torture, where I can't remember exactly what I was told, but I know that it's through torture, and this basically forces them to ignite the air around their head. Because that's how firebending works. They ignite the air around their hands, their feet, and this basically centers it around that third eye. So it's a created form through torture and agony, and then this poor woman was going to be a warlord's killing machine, and Zahir freed her from it. Amazing, but I want to know what warlord existed, because Plea's quite young, I'd say. What warlord existed in the world? That's concerning. But I love that we got that detail on her. It made her more well-rounded, and then she got blown up. Love that scene. I like that we got the Earth Queen, had her death scene, and then Plea got hers. Both incredible. And I like that Sue was the one to do it. I got a lot on Lin and Sue in that episode, where Lin basically was going to sacrifice herself for her sister, and she basically said goodbye in that moment, saying that I love you, and then put her life on the line. Love how far their relationship has come. And then Sue actually killing something. I really like that aspect of the character, because she's a mother. She's trying to save her child here, and there is just nothing that will stop her from doing that, even if it involves killing someone. Like the method she used, it's not like an accidental killing where like a stray bullet or you hit them and they bleed out. This was very intentional, and it was done in such a good way. She wrapped the metal armor that she had around her face as she was going to do the explosion. I mean, it's nice that it's quick. I doubt Plea even realized what was happening before, but I'm just glad that it happened and it's just over. I think I just love how creative the sort of deaths we've gotten from this art, and it makes me very excited for season 4. I hope that that's one aspect that continues. I think also in that episode we had some, Tonrock confuses me. I think I just missed where he showed up again. He got thrown off the mountain, and he just was around when they went into the caves. Don't see where he sort of saved himself. I think I missed that. Then I guess the last thing from that episode is just Kuvira? I don't know if it was Guvira or Kuvira. I'm gonna have to hear it again, but there was a lot of emphasis on that character, so guessing they're gonna be important. Nice to know that I guess maybe season 4 will go back to the Metal Clan and do more with them, but I want to go to the Fire Nation. I want to meet Zuko's daughter. These seasons we've been focusing on the New Republic, then the Water Nation, then the Earth Nation basically, and the Air Nation. The only one we haven't touched is the Fire Nation. I want to go there. Then of course we have the second episode, which was just phenomenal. Loved the fight scene between Korra and Zahir. Reminded me a lot of Aang and Ozai, but of course Korra hasn't yet done what Aang did with using all the elements at once. That sort of highlighted that she needs to do that at some point, maybe season 4, because she hasn't done that yet. I don't think. So maybe she'll do something like that eventually, but she hasn't done it yet. So there's an opportunity to do it season 4. But she really went through it in this episode. Mercury poisoning, and I love how they're just, the way they used bending in this season was just amazing. Just seeing how creative it's been. Actually using metal bending to poison someone by using mercury and having it absorbed through the skin and how that affected the avatar. What a way to kill someone. I mean, that honestly kind of makes the metal benders probably one of the most deadly people out there. Of course, I think all of them can be deadly. We saw the Fire Nation, what they can do. We've seen how waterbenders can basically drown someone, but we haven't really seen any nation that really poisons people. And that's something the Metal Clan could do rather easily. I think I just like the detail in the fight and what Korra is going through. She basically, so Zahir's goal was to kill the Avatar in the Avatar cycle, so that mean end of the cycle, a normal Avatar being the leader of the world, and full on chaos and apparently freedom. I think I just loved watching her struggle going back and forth between fighting the poison and fighting Zahir. So first off, she was just trying not to enter the Avatar state, but I'm just glad that she was able to get herself out of the cave and just use her bending in practice, because I've got to remember, the Avatar state doesn't have the knowledge of all the previous avatars. It's completely new, so she can't lava bend. Even if Aang could lava bend because of Roku, she can't do that, because all of that information is gone. She'd have to basically be reborn into an earthbender that could lava bend to be able to do that again. I do like that she was able to get out and just use the styles, because it's all Korra's knowledge. So being able to fly out using firebending and just using all the stuff that she knows and able to take down Zahir. But I think the bit I love most about this season is that Korra had to be saved. That I feel like is a recurring theme here. For all the other seasons, she's been the one to do it. Here, she didn't do it. She didn't defeat Zahir. Everyone else did. The Airbenders created a giant tornado to take him down, and then the Earthbenders obviously locked him up, and Bolin shut him up. Korra got poisoned, and Sue had to remove the poison from her, so she had to be saved. She wasn't the one to do it. With all of her power and with all of her strength and training, she was not the one to take down Zahir. And I think I just really like that about this season. It's still a victory for the world and everyone, but it doesn't feel like a victory for Korra. And I'm really hoping this is something season 4 can go down, because this character, she's so strong and she just loves being the Avatar, and she's been trying to figure out what the world and what her role in this world is as the Avatar. And this honestly almost makes it even more clear that maybe the world doesn't even need her. If other people saved her, not the Avatar saved the day, and if other people dealt with the problem, does the world really need Korra? Of course, at the end, people say it when she's not present, and then, of course, Tenzin is saying that his air nomads will actually be nomads again and go out through the world and do sort of Avatar-like duties. Does the world really need the Avatar? And I feel like that's something Korra is going to be really questioning in the next season, especially seeing as she's on the road to recovery and she looks really depressed. I'm guessing she's going to go to a dark spot, but I just love that it basically raises that question, and it should be more prominent than ever for Korra, because even in the other seasons, you're questioning if the world really needs Korra, and she kind of proves that the world does need the Avatar. This one proves that they don't. They were facing one of their biggest threats yet with Zahir, trying to take out world leaders, and the world solved the issue, not the Avatar. Okay, first of all, this was such an amazing end to this season. I think in terms of which season I like the most, this one easily takes the top. Then it's season 1, then season 2. Just looking at what this does for Korra, I think this is why I love this season so much. Because she loses, essentially. She wasn't the one that won. Zahir had her. If it wasn't for the Airbender, she would have lost. She was not the one that had the overwhelming victory. She wasn't the one to defeat Zahir or any of the members of the Red Lotus. That was all other people. These were Korra's villains, yet they were not defeated by her. This whole show is basically to question if the world needs the Avatar anymore. Aang was such a good one, and the world has developed so much, do they really need the Avatar? Korra's meant to answer that question. She's done well for season 1 and 2, but this season, while it's ended in a good spot for the world, has not ended in a good spot for the Avatar. The world may start to think, oh, maybe we do need it if this secret organization is around everywhere. But Korra herself knows that she didn't do anything to win here. She was captured, she got locked up, she got poisoned. She had to fight herself and keep the poison from killing her, and fight heroes at the same time, and the airbenders came to save her. You could say that in some way she did save herself because she was the one to bring the Air Nation back by opening the spirit portals. So that in that way you can look at it as like she had some victory, but I don't know if she would see it that way. I think right at the immediate get-go, she's going to see herself as failing and needing others to save her. This whole character defines herself through her strength and her position, and yet she's basically thinking at this minute that wasn't enough. She needed other people to save her. So I can't wait to see how this is going to affect her going forward into the last season, and how this show will eventually answer if the world does need the Avatar. Because it could end with just saying that they no longer need them. Maybe Korra finds a better sort of thing to do for the Avatar cycle and leaves the world kind of alone and just the people alone. Or it can try and give that answer to why the world truly does need the Avatar, and why Korra can just feel confident that she can help the world. So here has been such an incredible villain. I like that he didn't die at the end. Both like and dislike, because I think it's going to be funny knowing that all of his friends are dead, but also that's kind of sad and mean, but I find it funny. All of his friends are dead and his goal of a new world is dead. He has been just truly incredible. He is a religious zealot extremist who wants his ideals realized for the rest of the world. Only source of information he ever references is Guru Lahima, and he's just a mess of contradictions. He tries to be free and open, yet he only looks at one source of information and doesn't look at any other airbending gurus, only Guru Lahima, and that's what led him to this position. So I think in just terms of his overall story, he must have started being with the Red Lotus and always idolized Guru Lahima from the start. So from the very beginning, he was a religious zealot who looked at Guru Lahima while he was a member of the White Lotus. Then when he got put in prison and gained airbending, he saw it as righteous and a sign and just a gift from heaven, essentially. He's worshipped this person all his life, and then he's basically been given the chance to become them. That's what he wanted. So at that minute, he was completely blinded by all reason and rationale, and there was basically nothing stopping him in terms of just reason to take down the world leaders and try and fulfill his duty to the person who gave him airbending and just the universe, essentially, to take down the world leaders and restore natural order and freedom and just bring about chaos. And then he's done so well in the sense that he doesn't care about the outcome. He just wants freedom. He's a mess of contradictions, but he just wants freedom, even if it is a bad thing. Like you saw Ba Sing Se and how that ended up. He does not care about the aftermath of the world that he brings. He just wants allegiance to himself and the ones that he loves. But then in that self, that's a contradiction because that's an organization. A family unit would be an organization. Family units would have leaders. It wouldn't just be freedom. It would have restrictions. What counts as being part of that family? And I just love how blinded he is by all of it, that you can see these contradictions so clearly, yet he can't. Also, I really love how he's defeated, how it's not by Korra, but actually by the airbenders, the ones he tried to snuff out. The organization of the airbenders and just the nation of them working together is what defeated this guy that was trying to destroy it all. They proved that their position on their side of things is stronger than his. This one who's disattached from everything, that has the ability to fly, the embodiment of the ideal of freedom, got defeated by people working together. Lin and Sue I also want to talk about. I feel like the first episode we watched, that one was just a beautiful way of showing how far they've come, how so much they trust each other, that Lin was basically putting her life on the line and basically ready to die at that point for her sister to save her child. And of course, very thankful for Sue and just taking out Plea in such a very fun way. I think it's just so kind of beautiful how far Lin has come from this cagey, cold woman to putting her life at risk, telling her sister that she loves her before going off, taking fire and putting her life in her sister's hands. That's something old Lin would have never done. She would have tried to do it herself. She wouldn't have trusted Sue to be able to do this. I love how far this has moved her, and I can't wait to see where her story will go in season 4. She feels like a main character now, and I want her to stay that way in the next season. Also, just looking at Sue, love who she's become by the end of this. She was this sort of very happy and optimistic person at the start of the season, yet as we've seen, that's sort of slowly changed. Her daughter was put in danger and that has changed her. I like that both of them have basically moved more to the middle of their extremes. You have Lin, who's just always closed off and kind of unhappy. You had Sue, who is overly happy. They come to a middle where Lin is more happy and Sue has killed someone and is basically not going to think about it because it was to protect her daughter. Yes, you can say that it's overall a good thing, and I would agree. Yes, it is an overall good thing that she took out Plea to save Opal, but it's still, the action itself is a bad thing. She took a life. I like that you never really expect this character to do that at the start of the season, considering what we see of her. And I just think that scene alone just shows how much both of them have developed as characters, and I want to see their relationship grow even more in season 4. Bolin, absolutely love him. I'm so annoyed at myself for not realizing that it was lava bending this entire time. I pointed it out with Guzon how he couldn't metal bend. That felt like that was one of the most obvious things. He could not metal bend, yet he was the lava bender. How did I not put it together that that's the reason why Bolin couldn't metal bend? You have two earthbenders that can't metal bend, yet one is able to lava bend. That's why. So I do kind of enjoy that that's basically a genetic component, that these two have a genetic disposition to not allow metal bending, but they can instead lava bend. So while other people can bend the earth inside metal, Guzon and Bolin can basically bend the earth into a way that basically melts it. I'm trying to understand the process of that. I'd assume they're basically, I wouldn't say they're heating it up because they're not firebenders. They're probably just able to take the earth, because it's vibrations. That's heating it up, vibrates molecules, and that basically what changes its state. What I'm assuming is they're able to bend the earth in a way that basically vibrates it and shakes it so much that it does melt. That they bend the molecules violently so that it actually melts the solid state into a liquid. Whereas metal benders bend the molecules of earth inside metal to bend the metal. So that's how they both do it. And I love that Bolin's got that ability. It's great development for him, and just seeing him get this unique thing. Can't wait to see how it will work going forward, because it's a very destructive sort of style. It destroyed the Air Nation's North Air Temple, which is that's really annoying because that was Aang's home and that's just been destroyed completely. But I hope that Bolin's able to find a good use for it that's less destructive. You had, I think, the first scene we saw it, Guzon basically created shurikens out of it. I would love for Bolin to create weapons out of magma or lava like this, instead of just melting everything away. I would love it to be used for creation rather than destruction, like metal bending. Looking at the Red Lotus as a whole, I love that their sort of idea is not dead, because they are an idea. There's a bunch of them out there. I'm assuming that their threat is going to continue into season 4, because they want freedom, they want chaos. And it's this continued theme of the whole spirits with Vaatu and Rava, and just how they should have been connected and never separated, that one made a mistake. And the actual definitive answer to that hasn't been realized yet. Should they have been separated? Should they have stayed together? And I like that the Red Lotus just existing poses and continues to ask that question. Now looking at the members, you have all of them are dead. Pli got blown up, Minghua got zapped, and then I'm assuming she died in just the melting cave, and then Guzon killed himself with the lava. So they're all dead. All of Zahir's friends are dead. I kind of feel like I wanted them, I don't know, I feel like the weird part of me wanted them to be good because I just love their bending. I would have loved them to be good guys so we could see them more and just see more of their style, but they were just incredible. Of course they kind of needed to die because they were just too strong and too convicted and had too much conviction in their ideals, but they were so incredible. I just want to see them again. I just want to see more of their powers and abilities. But it'll be interesting to see what the Red Lotus does from here, because it could be symbolic where we saw the Red Lotus image actually crack and be destroyed. So the Red Lotus could be completely kaput and its members could be scattered to the wind. Or they could have some kind of unification around the idea that these three have died. So here's been locked up, they're free. They could see that they have found true freedom in death. That could be interesting. I'm almost trying to see if they'll see the three that died as martyrs for their mission, and maybe they even have a stronger conviction over this now. Maybe Zahir will eventually get freed by these people again and he can become like a villain again, because he's still got airbending. He's still an airbending villain that has the ability to fly. So I definitely think that more will come from the Red Lotus, even in death, and I can't wait to see what sort of impact they have on season 4. Then the airbenders and the Air Nation as a whole, absolutely loved them. They won here. They were the reason they won. You had Janora, Kai, all of them working together to create a massive tornado that took down Zahir and basically took away his ability to fly and avoid things. So from that understanding, I'm assuming Zahir bend the air inside of himself to be light. He basically bends helium, I guess, I don't know. He just makes it so he can bend the air to lift him up. He doesn't bend the air around him like you would do with the gliders, because you're still heavier than the air. He has to bend the air inside of him to lift him up, like how Aang would bend the air around an object to move it to him. That's basically what you're doing with like flying here. I love the scenes that it showed off, like the really creepy scene where he's just standing in the, like after he falls off the cliff. That was super creepy. Loved how they showed it off. It shows him sort of just navigating the air. It's not like him just flapping his arms around. He's just almost in complete control. He's not riding on like a gust of wind like the gliders. He's just fully in control of the air that's inside him. Because again, I think looking at the environment, that would have high winds. But he's actively bending against that to keep himself stationary. I just love that the airbenders came up with the idea that they just have to control the entire wind in the environment to take him down. Because if he had that sort of mastery to bend the air around him to allow himself to fly, he would have been able to bend the air of the tornado to continue flying. So I just love how the airbenders were able to counter this OP ability, and I really think that just solidified them as a nation, them working together to solve this issue, and I can't wait to see what they're going to be like going forward. They're going to be nomads, they're going to be wandering the world, solving issues, dealing with corruption. This is what air nomads should be, and I can't wait to see that going forward. It means that this is the best way to sort of move the culture forward. I'm hoping this means that they can have attachments and they can start having families, because you're going to need the Air Nation to grow still. And I just love that we've watched this journey with Tenzin slowly accept that the Air Nation does need to change, and he's actually realised it through Korra. Not through his own mistakes, but he's actually seen that Korra needs help, that the Avatar needs help in this world. And he's actually instructed his nation to become that help, to go back to their past. He's seen their past sort of revitalized through his daughter, through Zahir, so he needs to take that step and bring it back all the way to the past and actually be nomads again. As for what's next, I'm so excited for season 4. The last season of this show, I've got high hopes for. I think this ending sets it off in a good way. Seeing Korra be very sad and sort of broken, I'd say. She's been through a lot, she's going to have to recover, and other people saved her. It's going to be very interesting going forward, just seeing what that's like for her, and just dealing with the question of does the world still need the Avatar if the world can take care of itself, like we've just saw. Plus, I think it's going to be nice seeing a whole season where the Air Nation is no longer rebuilding, but is just there. They're part of the world now. I hope they feel natural and just integrated, and we see nomads just everywhere. I also want to see what's going to happen with Ba Sing Se, because that feels like it's just been destroyed, so nothing really was solved there, so it'll be interesting to see what the Earth Nation is like. Plus, the one thing that I did pick up on, Kuvira, whatever the name was, if it was a G or a C, don't know, but there was a lot of emphasis on this character. I'm assuming that's hints for season 4, so it'll be interesting to see whatever that character gets up to. But I think this season basically recenters the idea of the Avatar's position in the world, and I feel like, especially this final, it's getting you to ask that question. So season 4, I hope, actually does give us that answer and actually solidifies if Korra is needed here, or if she has to find a new role for the Avatar to play in this world. Because that's what she kind of did at the start of the season, becoming a guide or a teacher rather than just being this protector. And maybe if that isn't the role, what is? How can Korra then discover this? What does the world truly need right now? That's what Korra needs to find. Overall, I really enjoyed these 2 episodes. They were both so good in their own right, and then as a final for the season, absolutely amazing. Loved how they brought everything to a close, and how we got to see, because it makes sense now why Asami wasn't the one to defeat Minghua, because basically Mako was the one constantly fighting it. It was build up and development of those fights. Bolin was always fighting Guzan. They didn't switch. They're always trying to build up to this fight where they learned how to take them down. Bolin and Mako developed, whereas Guzan and Minghua didn't. They just kept the same fighting styles, and Bolin and Mako basically learned to counter them. The villains of this season have been absolutely amazing, and I'm very looking forward now to seeing what the villain for the next season will be. It feels like Unalaq was just a dip. Aman was great. Unalaq, not so good. These ones, amazing, so can't wait to see what season 4 is going to be. I'm hopeful that they'll be as good as Aman and these guys. And then the journey Korra went through, I think it's just quite bold that they basically had her lose, but I love that. That's got to be my favourite aspect of this. She did not win. She wasn't the one to win. It was the Air Nation. It was the Airbenders that won. And I love that they basically took the spotlight off the Avatar and gave it to the Airbenders. It makes me so excited for season 4 because I want her to be able to reach this height and basically move past this. But I love the season for taking the guts to have the main character not be the one to solve the issue. She solved too many issues, I think, in season 2 because no one else could do anything. She was the only one able to stop and fight Unalaq. She basically drowned out everyone else. It only became about Korra. This one, it became about everyone else. So I can't wait to see if season 4 does maybe balance things where we do find that Korra takes a new role in things. But I just love that this season did that it took the spotlight away from Korra, had her lose, and have her be saved by other people. It even gave her a very similar fight scene to Aang and Ozai, where you think, oh, maybe she's going to start going further like that. Will she end up doing all the bending styles at once like Aang did? Nope. Zahir won and she needed the airbenders. I think I just love that she failed so much because then going forward, when she does eventually win and does bounce back from this, it's going to be so incredibly satisfying. But yeah, with that said, that does bring me to the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you thought about these episodes and this season as a whole in the comments. And with that, I will see you in the next one for season 4, episode 1. See ya!